guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. I hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make your own synthetic wig and also make it look natural. So we're going to be making a lace closure for the wig, so that way that will help you to look a bit natural. So to make this wig, you're gonna need needle, a lace for the closure, you're gonna need scissors, you're gonna need a small large hook, you're gonna need comb to comb through the hair, and also you're gonna need the hair you're going to be using for the in making the wig. Okay, so right here this pack has like 4 bundles. So these bundles are not like the regular human hair bundles, they're like smaller than the human hair bundles. Okay, I'm starting by measuring out the length of the bang, so how wide I want it to be on the front. So once I decide on that, I went ahead and cut it. So using the first one as a guide, I went ahead and cut a second one. So I didn't want the bangs on the front to be too full, so I only cut out 2. But if you want yours to be full in the mine, you can definitely cut out more if you want. Otherwise, that's it for this part. So moving on, you want to go ahead and sew down the lace onto the cap and then cut off the black cap under the lace. Okay, moving on to the next step. If you're using a synthetic hair, so this step right here is very important. So you see right there, that is the wrong side of the weft. So that side, this part right here, is the right side. So I didn't want the wrong side to touch my skin, so I'm gonna flip it over and place the right side of the weft down and the wrong side facing up. So that I'm only doing this for the first one on the front. So this next one, I'm going to be doing it the opposite way. So I just pinned them down. So right now I'm just going ahead to sew it down. And also you want to make sure to place the hair really close to the edge of the black cap, so that way when the wind blow, you won't see the black cap. You just be like the hair blending in, of kind of, but it's better to place it like close to the edge of the cap. And also while you're sewing this down on the elastic, you don't want to sew on the elastic band. You only want to sew this on the fabric, okay? So next I'm gonna go ahead and sew down the second one. So I'm gonna do that by placing the right side of the weft facing up and the wrong side facing down. So that way it will blend well with the lace closure here. Alright guys, so now that that is done, the next step now is to prepare the hair for the lace closure. So if you're using the synthetic hair, I have a separate video showing you guys how I made the lace closure from start to finish. The link is in the description box down below. So be sure to check that out if you want to see the full details on how I made the lace closure. So this is just like a short clip in this very video, so it's not everything. If you want to know everything about making your own lace closure, sis, you better click the link on the description box. Okay, I'm taking this too far, but for real, click the link in the description box. Okay, all right, let's go back to the video. Okay, once you're done making the lace closure, the next step is to braid it and make sure it's out of the way so that way you have, it's not on your way while you're trying to sew down the rest of the hair. So that's exactly what I'm just doing. Just braid, braid, braid all the way to the tip. Okay, so now that that is done, the next step is to sew down the hair. So on the back of the wig, you can do like you can do the fold over method. Okay, you can do the fold over method on the back, but getting to the front of the cap, you want to cut the hair. So you want to start from one end all the way to the second end, and they cut off the excess weft, so that way it will be bulky. But if you're using a human hair and you don't feel like cutting the hair, what you're gonna do is to do the fold over method. But in the next clip, I'm gonna show you guys how to sew it down so that way it's not bulky. Okay, doing the same thing, I make sure that the right side of the weft is facing up and the wrong side is facing down. So right here, if you're doing the fold over method, so you want to go ahead and do the regular sew, just tie the knot. So while you're pulling on the thread, with your other hand, you want to use your thumb and press down the spots where you fold over. So while you're pulling on the thread at the same time, using your thumb to press to hold that down, so that will help to lay it flat. I hope this helped, guys. But yeah. Okay, doing the same thing, you want to make sure that the wrong side of the weft is facing down, which is facing the cap, and the right side of the weft is facing up. Okay, and then also when you're placing this part right here, when you're placing it down, you want to make sure you place it in a slight angle, so that when you're done sewing that the weft, it will cover up the first one on the bottom. You won't see the kind of blunt straight line going across the forehead. So this kind of help to cover that up if you place it in an angle way. Okay. Okay, we are almost done. So the next step now is to style the wig. So to do that, I went ahead and put on the wig. So for the bangs right here, I divide it into two and then cross it over. Take one side, cross it over to the other side. Just and hold it together before going ahead to cut it with the scissors. So I make sure to cut it a little bit longer than the length I want for the bangs, because if you cut it too short, you're like stuck with it. So you want to make sure to cut it a little bit longer than the length you want for the bangs, and then you can go back and correct the length you want for the bangs. I think that is the safest way to do it. So as you can see right here, I'm just going back in to reduce the length on the bangs just a little bit. Okay, so next, using the measuring tape, you want to go ahead and measure out the length you want for the back, and next you want to go ahead and pin the measuring tape to the cap, so that way it won't move while you're trying to measure out the exact length you want. So using the rubber band, you want to take the rubber band, wrap it around the spot where you want, which is the length where you want the back to be, and just wrap it around, remove the measuring tape, and go ahead and cut it. So next you want to go ahead and cut both sides of the wig. So just be careful, gentle, and cut it according to the length you want for the front and the side, okay? So once that is done, we're gonna add a little bit of a finishing touch to this wig. So you're gonna take your flat iron, okay? Before you panic, I promise you it won't damage your wig. Depend if you use the right setting. So I've already tried it on this one right here, on this hair. This is the same hair, the same synthetic hair. So I've already tried it on that and it worked. So the reason why is because I didn't use full on high heat. So you don't want to use a high heat when it comes to synthetic hair. So you want to set your flat iron into like a low heat or a medium heat, but never high heat, okay? Because that would definitely melt the hair. So you want to set it to, you want to start with a low heat. If that is not coiling the hair, then you can increase it to a medium heat, but do not use the high heat, okay? Okay, one more thing. If your flat iron doesn't have the low, medium, and high heat setting, what you can do, you can use a hot comb. If your hot comb have a medium or low or high heat, so you want to go ahead and set that into low heat on your hot comb, and using the hot comb, you want to go ahead and comb through the hair, okay? Alright guys, this is the end result of the wig. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. If you already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.